Sorry, I was speaking on mute. Well, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to learn about Google Analytics, right? I am assuming you must have heard about Google Analytics somewhere, and it will be really great if you guys would be giving me answers, responding to me. That is, really a basic necessity to make a healthy session. And if the session will be healthy, I will be more encouraged to give you the best of my knowledge, right? So the basic rule, be attentive and be responsive. Well, coming back to the point, have you ever heard about Google Analytics? What is Google Analytics? Where I've heard about, or do you know or suggest me any application of this tool? Well, to answer, you can unmute yourself and talk to me, or I can also see your chat in the chat section. Guys, waiting for your response.
Yes, sir. We have a basic understanding, but I would not be able to give you a tool for that.
I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
I have a basic understanding of it, but then I wouldn't be able to give you a tool for that.
Okay, you have a basic understanding. That's not a problem. We are here to discuss about the tool altogether. But just wanted to understand, ever heard about it, or maybe you have been learning digital marketing for some time. Have you ever feel that you need some analysis to understand what's going on in your marketing efforts?
Yes, there is always, it's always better to have analysis for anything that we do. So, yeah.
Perfect. So, guys, since we have used the term analysis, so before we go and jump on Google Analytics, we really need to understand what is analysis, right? And why we require analysis. What are the different bases or attribution we need to see analytics, right? So, uh, I tell you, there are some of the examples I would like to share with you because I personally feel that example will help you more in able to understand the concept, right? So have you ever been to a shop, maybe a retail shop, or a supermarket, right? Have you ever seen that there are a lot of time, the placement of the products has been changing, right? So let's say last week you went to Big Bazaar, right? And on the very first shelf you saw there was a bunch of shampoos, right? And very next week you went there and you saw that, okay, now there are no shampoo, now there are biscuits put over there. So how many have you of you have seen this or observed this? And can you please tell me what, according to you, was the reason?
Audible?
Hi, Edwin. Please don't draw anything on my screen. uh, all right, all right. I'm assuming that you guys don't have answers. So let me put it in a way. So imagine this is not correct, the explanation I'm giving, but imagine the scenario that someone is watching you very closely, trying to understand that what are you intended to buy, what a customer is intended to buy at a very first hand. Let's say 90% of my customer wants to buy X product, right? Most of the time. So I would like to showcase that product on the very first shelf or maybe on the last shelf, because if I put that product on the very first shelf, the person will pick that product, get the billing done, and leave. Well, a smart person, what the smart person will do, he will put that particular product on the very last shelf, right? And on that very last shelf, it will take some time for that customer to go there and then pick up the product. Meanwhile, he has seen a lot of new product which he may intend to buy, right? So where are all these thinking coming from? They're coming from analysis of what? Consumer behavior, or a visitor's behavior, or the data that you have gathered by asking some of the questions from your old customers, right? So guys, I told you, right? So analysis is very important in order to understand what your customer wants, what your customer likes, and how you can maximize your profit in order to get a higher ROI, right? But without doing a lot of changes or without putting a lot of money. So it's very easy. If you want a incremental growth, you just have to increase your budget and you get the incremental growth. If you want to get the exponential growth, you need to do really something that won't increase your expenditure but exponentially increase your earning, ROI, right? So you need to analyze the data. So one of the easiest way, or I say one of the short way, is to analyze your data, try to understand what the data is trying to say, and then take your business decision basis on those data. Is that clear? Rightly, Jahnavi has said that this is used to analyze data and that help us to take right decision in the business. So definitely, if I keep on checking the data, journaling with data, right, getting information from the data, I will definitely take good business decisions, right? 90% of the time, these decisions will lead you to a proper growth in your earnings, right? I'm saying in the business earnings, right? 10% time you may fail, but that's not a problem. All you need to understand that analysis is one of the best thing that you may have in your professional bucket, basis on which you can take maximum of the decision you want to in order to give growth to your company, right? So I hope analysis in terms of number, data, and application is very clear. Please type yes in the chat section if your concept is clear, little clear about analysis. Perfect. Right. Okay, fine. So guys, so analysis can be done a lot of way. Initially people used to maintain it over Google Sheets or Excel sheets. Now with the help of technology, people are now doing it with the help of Python or PHP. There are a new segment in the IT industry known as data engineers or data scientists, right? So analysis can be done a lot of way, but as a marketer, we need analytics uh, in a more proper format or in a uh, ready to use format, right? So when I say you have to pick up some trends from the data, so what you have to do, you have to see all the data and then pick up the trend. So as a human, it is not possible for us to go through billions of numbers, a million of numbers just to pick out one trend. That is why with the help of technology, we can actually see those trends, right? So there are two types of trends that you can find from analytics: standard trends and customized trends. Standard trends will be there in the tools where we can actually find those trends, and customized will be so these trends are something which you actually get after reading the data and comparing that data with the industry benchmark or your business benchmark, right? So we will talk about later that how to extract meaning, the final meaning from the data you get, right? So when I talk about standard data or so what happened, right? So if we can't actually sort a lot of data, million or billion of numbers, right? So for that purpose, there are multiple tools available in the market. So either you have to be the engineer to do that with the help of coding, or you have to be a general digital marketer and use the tool to get the standard data pointers, right? So that is something what I'm going to teach you today, right? One of the tool available in the market to see the standard summary, right, is Google Analytics. Why especially we are learning Google Analytics or not any other tool? Because Google Analytics is the most reliable and free to use software available in the market. Why reliable? Because it's from Google, and our 90% activities what we're doing is via Google, right? So it is tried and tested method to get all the analytics regarding our website or mobile application over Google Analytics. Just to add, guys, when I say Google Analytics only help us to analyze the visitors on a website and mobile application. So at most of the times, Google Analytics will be free of cost, but not entirely. So you have to pay Google Analytics if you want to use, very high level of analytics. 99% of businesses don't use paid analytics because that is something which can be used for very high level of data. A budget paint or Reliance level of companies use kind of technologies for that. But for now, we can use this available analytics version, right? I'm going to the next slide just to make you understand that, why Google Analytics is what is Google Analytics. I've already told you about Google Analytics, but still you can read the proper definition about Google Analytics on my slide, right? Like I told you, it's a platform which where we can track and analyze the performance of our website and mobile application, right? So we have a wide range of pre-designed reports available basis on, again, a lot of numbers, number of attributes. But like I told you, this tool will give us pre-defined reports through which we can actually see the summary of those data. Those are coming on our website. Is that clear? Right? So let me tell you some of the benefits of Google Analytics. As you can see on the screen, we can track online traffic. So this is a very important point. It's a very interesting one. So if I have a shop and 100 people visited me in my shop today, I can actually get a track. I have a number, right? I can see that, okay, this number of people came on my website and this number of people purchased. But I don't see the number of people visited on my website, which I consider my another shop, right? So that is important, that this tool will help me to understand how many people are coming on my website or my mobile application, right? Then this will also help you to understand the user behavior. What are they doing on my website? What time they're staying? What buttons they are clicking? Right? What categories of audience they are from? Right? So all these details, what is the age, or what is the gender? So all these details you will get from Google Analytics tool. Now tell me, if you are selling a men's product and you do not sell any single product for last 7 days, don't you want to check that, okay, what gender is coming on my website? Please type your answer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? And if you see that a lot of men, okay, women's are coming on my website, then what you need to check next? You need to check your advertisement. Maybe you must have made any gender selection mistake in your Google ads or Facebook advertisement. So you think, how useful is this? You saw the analysis, you got to know, okay, I have made some mistake, I will correct it so I don't end up wasting a lot of money, right? So that's how it is very important. Okay, so you can also download data and customize it. Like I told you, if you want custom data, you want custom analysis, you get it from here with the help of pre-designed reports or analytics, right? You can improve online advertisement with marketing analytics. We just talk about it. It will help you to understand how you are performing on search engine, because I told you search engine can be one of the biggest traffic acquisition channel for any website or business. And because it's free, so the acquisition what you get from search engine, especially by SEO, right, it's free of cost. So you will understand that where you need to put up your efforts via Google Analytics for high organic traffic and conversion as well, right? Okay, next we have is we can track conversion. So guys, whenever we do any marketing activity, why we do it? We want to achieve a goal, right? What is that goal and how many people have achieved that goal for you? You need to analyze it, you need to measure it, right? So if you want to measure it, you have to use Google Analytics as a tool. Okay, then again, these are some of the small pointers which I quickly read it for you. Definitely we'll use this further. So Google Analytics is easy, it improves website, new ideas for business and e-commerce performance, right? So these are all very pretty understood that, okay, these are the things we are going to get as a benefit of Google Analytics, right? Now the action time, that how to use Google Analytics, what are the predefined reports, because 90% of the things what we have to learn in analytics is to understand how to use predefined reports, right? So guys, on my dashboard, or I say on my screen, you can see a lot of colors, mostly blue, but a lot of variation of blue. You can see user by time, session by country. So you can see world map here. You can see a pie chart. and you can also see some of the text written on the left, right? So what you are seeing on my screen is the Google Analytics dashboard. How exactly the dashboard for Google Analytics looks like. Okay, so I'm not going very into deep, but on the left side, if you can see, there is written reports. If you can follow my cursor, this is what I call as reports. Okay, so real-time audience acquisition, behavior, conversion. So these are the reports. Real-time means what is currently happening on my website. Audience means who are the people coming on my website. Acquisition means how those people came to my website, which are the channels where they found us and they are coming on my website. Behavior, how my website is doing. And conversion, is my final goal achieved? So I really hope that you have understood the basic summary, that what kind of reports we are going to understand and how Google Analytics getting these data for the reports. So Google Analytics is connected with your website and it track everything what your user do, and they are just providing a summary in a proper format with the help of these reports. Is that clear, guys? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we are going to understand these reports one by one. Before I move ahead, do you guys have any problem in understanding the concept or the usability or the benefit of Google Analytics? I'll be more than happy to answer you guys.
No, sir.
Okay, perfect.
No, sir.
Very nice. So let's move and understand Google Analytics dashboard one by one. So we can start with real-time section. Okay, what is real-time? I'll tell you. So if you want to see at this point of time what is happening on my website, how many people are there, from where they have logged in on my website, from where they have come. So if you want to see and check that whether your website is active, whether people are coming or not at a single point of time, how many people came on my website, you can see all that data over here in the real-time section. All right. I just show you some of the practical implementation of this. Okay, I'm stopping my screen share because I have to show you the Google Analytics account. Whoever the host is, can you please allow me to share my screen? Sridhar, I am not able. Okay, I just got the access. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, guys, can you see my screen? Perfect. Please respond if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay. I just go real time. Okay. So if you can see, how many people are there on my website right now?
11.
11. What are the devices they're using, desktop or mobile? 60-90% of them are using desktop and rest of them are using mobile phones, right?
Mobile.
Correct. What are the different pages they are on? So one person is on this particular page, then other one is from this particular page. So if you want to analyze the real-time data, you can actually refer to this and see what's going on your website for now, right? Next is location in the real time only. So you can, after overview, you have the option to check each and every attribute one by one. So what are the different location I'm getting my traffic right now, real time? What are the traffic source? Traffic source means they got the traffic from Facebook or Google or affiliate, right? There could be a lot of sources that we will study by the time. I'm sorry. What are the pages they are currently on, what they are doing. So event and conversion, guys, here refers to conversion, the goal that we want to track. So are they doing any goal? Are they meeting any conversion? Right? So this is what you have to see in the real-time data. Okay, so this is all about real time. Fine. After that, we have audience. I told you what is audience. So this particular report format will help you to understand that who are coming on your website. Are they your customer? Are they relevant, irrelevant, above your age, below your age, perfect as per your age? Every kind of data you will get over here in the audience section. Okay, so audience is equal to the visitors visiting on your website, and you can see those visitors details in this particular given format. As you can see, there are a lot of things written over here. I'm not going into details for now. I'll just give you an overview, and then we can discuss all these things into details, right? So let's go on overview. If you can see, I have selected a date range 19 March to 25 March. If you can see how many people came on my website in that week's time, 15,711. So users, new users means, so 13,270 users out of 15,711 came on my website for the first time in the given time range, right? So if you want to understand that whether I'm getting new set of traffic or not, which data to refer, guys? Quickly tell me.
Sorry, sir. Didn't get your
If you
question.
want to analyze that whether I'm getting new traffic on the daily basis, whether my advertisement channel or organic channel is working properly in order to provide me fresh acquisition, which parameter I have to see to check on Google Analytics?
New users.
New
New
user.
Perfect. Perfect. So that's how you need to understand. See, everything what is written over here will make sense, right? I will explain each and everything. I will explain you my experience given on real-time issues or real-time implications. But a lot of things will not make sense in a single business. A lot of things will not make sense in a frame of time. But trust me, guys, if you learn Google Analytics properly, you will be able to crack a lot of codes, because everything what is written over here makes sense, not at one point of time, but at multiple junction at your marketing career. This will help you out, right? Fine. So next is session. So what is session? So it's the time uh, that has been spent by a user on your website. I tell you, I'll give a very simple explanation. I visited my website at 7:20 p.m. and left my website at 7:30 p.m. After next day, I again visited my website at the same time and then left at the same time also. How many sessions I have done here? Any answers?
2 sessions.
2 sessions. So it does not matter that single user has done how many sessions. Session will always be counted as per the numbers. It's not unique as per the user. It's the occurrence, right? So how many times it happened, that is what is written over here. So you can see 15,711 users came on my website for 19,090 times. That means 1.22 session per user. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So next is page view. Page view is, so I visited on my website and I have seen 3 pages, right? So what, and similarly, 10 of my friends have visited my website and they also have seen 3 pages. How many pages are there on the website? Maybe 4 or 5, but page view could be 30. Say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Why this is? Because it won't give you unique count. It will give you unique count basis on the occurrence, right? So if I have visited 3 pages, this will give 3 count, not 1 count. Okay. So the 95,708 times my page has been viewed. I can't say like 95,708 pages has been viewed. No, 95,708 times my pages has been viewed. Make sense, guys? Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. The next is pages per session. That means in a single session of 1.22, right? Not in a single session created by this number of users, how many pages a single user see? 5 pages. Is that clear? Now I tell you real-time implication. So we are very aggressively trying to retain my user who are coming on my blog, reading any article. I would like that person to read at least 10 articles because I'm spending a lot of money on my articles and I'm getting a lot of, I want to get a lot of traffic. Which data pointers will make sense for you here? Pages per session, right? That means am I able to engage my audience or not?
Yes, sir.
Right? The more pages, that means audience has been engaged. Then you have average session duration. So what is the minimum or what is the average time a person spend on my website? Here it is.
3 minutes 27 seconds.
Sorry.
3 minutes 27 seconds.
Perfect. Now, if you have to plan pop-up on your website, what is the data pointers you will refer here to plan the occurrence of the pop-up? Answer, guys.
Pop-up should be occur after 1 minute.
So you see, 3 minutes 27 seconds is the average session duration. You usually don't have to, refer this particular thing because 3 minutes 27 seconds can tell me a lot of story. Maybe your content is so robust or long that people may enjoy reading your content, but they are taking a lot of time. Maybe you have a video or a lot of animation that people are enjoying. That doesn't mean that you have to keep pop-up at 3 minutes 27 seconds because user can be of two use. Okay. Number one, either they read your content, like it, and then go. Number two, they have the requirement of your product. They come on your website, they read the content, and then fill the form, then go. But the possibility of second point is not more than 5% in the industry. So 95% are not bad users. You have acquired the traffic from some very nice channels. Let's say, spending a lot on Facebook or Google AdWords. But you have to make sure that they should fill the lead form because your ultimate goal is to make money or whatever you want to do. You have a goal and you want people to engage. So you say, okay, my average is 3.27. So I take 1/10 because maybe I'm getting less leads. So if I put a pop-up at 1/10 of the time, I may get more leads. That's a matter of A/B testing, alpha beta testing, but we can do that. So let's say after 30 seconds, we'll pull out a pop-up and then this is the time I want to keep the pop-up, right? So make sense, guys? The data is making sense?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, right? And finally, we have bounce rate. So what is bounce rate? Bounce rate is when a person came on my website and did nothing and leave my website, then that is known as bounce rate. Is that clear? So out of 100 people, 45
Yes, sir.
45 people are not doing anything. This came on my website, saw my website, left. Now you understand why I was, focusing on the occurrence of pop-up, not completely on the basis, just go with the Sigma rule, 1/10 of the time, average time, right? Because 45% are absolutely doing nothing. And we are not even counting from the people who are interested or may click but not fill the form. So that number could be 90-95% or in the best case 80%, right? Understood the concept?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So I hope this analytics is clear. I mean, the overview is clear.
Yes, sir.
And we are talking about who? The users who are coming on our website. Is that right?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the good bounce rate for our website?
See, the bounce rate for any website varies from industry to industry. I tell you, but if I have to give you a very decent figure, any bounce rate below 70% considered to be a good bounce rate. Your marketing will be profitable, your product will be sellable. But any bounce rate above 80% or 90% is dangerous. You really need to work on your website or you need to work on the retention strategy of the traffic you are acquiring. So acquiring traffic is not a tough job. It's just a matter of how much money you're spending or what is the rank of your website on search engine. The real job is to retain them, to make them engage. That's what you need to really do. Okay. Any any bounce rate below 50% or 60% considered to be a very nice bounce rate, because you can't, achieve that 90% of numbers. It can be achieved, but it's very tough. I would really like to be realistic when giving you understanding about the bounce rate you need to maintain. I hope I have answered your question there.
Yes, sir. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Okay. Let's go to the next section. Audience, I have understood acquisition. So guys, acquisition means from where I have got my audience. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They say, I'll just give you a real quick example. I was in college, right? So when I joined my engineering, I seen a lot of faces after 12th class, a lot of beautiful faces. I'm sure you must have understood what I'm referring to. Okay, so the first thing, what we have asked from the person, that where you have come from, where are you from, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
So tell
Yes, sir.
me, all of you,
Yes,
when
sir.
you went to your college, didn't you do that? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right, you are right.
Perfect. Don't you say in next to 2 years of your engineering or whatever courses you have done, right? In next 2 or 3 or maybe in the final year, you would have told your juniors that, bro, people from that particular city, that particular state are amazing. Or you must have opinion basis on where they came from. See, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
All of you, I
Yes,
want a
sir.
very honest answer. I'm not putting out on what are you referring to, but
That is true,
really,
sir.
right? We all have that kind of understanding or a perception about those people, right?
True,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
True.
Yes, yes.
Now, in the real scenario, if we want to set up any relationship, if we want to invest on someone, if we want to make friends, if we want to make enemies, in the worst case, we would see where they are coming from, because this will help us to understand and take decisions. Similarly, guys, in a business, you need to understand that where I'm getting my traffic from, where I am acquiring my customers from, because that will help you to analyze and make decision that where you need to invest more, where you need to invest less. Is that clear? Right?
Yes, sir.
Which is working, which is not working. So I tell you, in one of the company I have worked for, uh, Google Analytics was giving me 10% of conversion, which is super duper hit. At the same time, LinkedIn is giving me almost 0.8 percent a percent of conversion. So this has helped me to understand that, okay, dude, I don't have to spend more money on LinkedIn, or I may go to the LinkedIn representative and say that I'm not getting any ROI out of it. Tell me whether I should continue with you or not. Is that clear? Right? So guys, in this acquisition section, we will see that where I am getting my traffic from. Am I get so there are multiple things. I just quickly show you a overview so that we can understand what are the different attributes available over here. Okay, so you can see direct traffic. So direct is something when I go and write google.com, that's a direct traffic for Google. Paid search, that means I have used Google AdWords and search advertisement or search campaign and got my traffic from there. Display is when I got my traffic from display campaigns and affiliates. So these are the different traffic sources, and I acquired those traffic. That is why this complete section is known as acquisition. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Behavior. I told you
Yes, sir.
that behavior here is not about the behavior of your user. It's about the behavior of your website. If you see, all of these things says about your website: site content, site speed, site search, event, publisher. So this publisher is related to Google AdSense. We need not to talk about it right now. But site content, site content means pages. So when you want to analyze the speed, performance, traffic of your pages, you have to refer site content. I show you something here. See my home page performance, my other pages performance, so everything is given over here. You can see page views, right? So if you want to understand that what is going on in your web pages, how your page is behaving, you need to refer to behavior section. And finally, we have conversion. So if you want to track the goal of your marketing campaigns, right? Like lead generation, sale, purchase, installation, uninstall, all the goals, right? You can do it via help of conversion, right? So I hope that you must have understood the basics, or you got an idea that what are these reports all about, right? In the next step, or I say in the next class, we will try to understand more about the attributes available in each and every report, right? Meanwhile, I'm stop sharing my screen. I have to switch to the presentation quickly. Okay, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So I hope we have already gotten a lot of idea about Google Analytics and what are the different types of reports we're going to have. So guys, all I need you to do today is create a Google Analytics account and just have a random visit on all the terms that we have discussed, all the options available, right? Do not hesitate that, okay, I'll do something and something will happen. I'm there to help you guys, but I just need you to explore. Meanwhile, before I close my session, I want you to ask any questions you have, and I am more than happy to answer those. So it's query time. Shoot your questions now.
I have a question, sir.
Uh-huh.
So
Go
what
ahead.
are the,
May I know your name?
benefits of integrating Google Ads? Sanjana here.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of integrating Google Ads into Google Analytics? If you can put them in points, it would help me out.
See, when you use Google advertisement, there are a lot of data that is not available unless you don't integrate both the platforms. I tell you one example. You may not be able to see bounce rate of your the traffic you have generated from Google Ads on Google platform. That can be done only when you integrate both. On the contrary, you won't be able to get a lot of traffic. You won't be able to get a understanding of traffic you're getting from Google advertisement unless you don't connect both of the platforms, right? So if you want to have a proper analysis, because what will happen if you don't connect your platform with Google Analytics, AdWords with Google Analytics, right? All the traffic you get from Google Ads will be marked as others or paid, but you won't be getting a performance analysis of every campaign or keyword or ad group level unless you don't combine both the platforms, right? I hope that solves your query.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have a query.
Please,
My name is Radha here.
Yeah.
How the tracking is done on the website, sir?
Tracking as in?
On the website. How the tracking is done on the websites?
I'm not sure you're asking for what tracking. I mean, audience tracking or...
Traffic, sir.
So basically what happens when we set up Google Analytics account, we have a code that we have to paste in the header of our website. Okay. So what happens by pasting that code in the header of the website, we provide access to Google Analytics to track each and every activity on our website. And basis on that, Google is able to understand that how many people have visited your website. So that's how they track. You can also use Google Tag Manager for this tracking, but we're not going into that topic, just for your information.
Okay.
Sir, myself Naveen.
I know.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sir, myself Naveen. I have one question. What are the essential steps need to be taken to reduce the bounce rate below 30%. I want result below 30%.
I tell you, Naveen, this is a very aspirational, ambitious figure to have a bounce rate below 30%. But I can tell you that how to reduce your bounce rate, right? Because 30% below is something that has to be in a lot of demand. Even website like Flipkart, they don't have bounce rate below 30%. Now coming to the point, there are some of the good practices that you have to maintain on your website to make sure your bounce rate should be reduced and at least be below the should lies between the good range as per your industry benchmark. Okay, number one, you have to create a website or web page accordingly that it should talk what the person wants. It should not talk what you want them to understand. It should be talking what the person wants. You can use more of multimedia services like images or animation, not very high animation, but general HTML basis animations. Use videos, have some lead magnets like pop-ups or exit pop-ups, or some banners over there, right? Try to keep your navigation so that you do not provide all the information on a single page that will compel them to click on any of your button, right? And I would also just suggest that you should have a lot of CTR. Okay, keep analyzing the data to understand that a lot of things that you need to add. To add one more thing, that is my personal experience, use a heat map software. So what heat map software will help you, it will record the activity of your website user, and you can actually see the recording that what your website user was doing on your website. Once you go to the heat map now, you will try to understand that what are the different places your website visitors are clicking a lot. Then basis on that analysis, you can actually make some changes in a website to leverage that particular spot where you are getting maximum hits. My final suggestion, that keep on trying A/B testing. You can do it via third-party software, or you can do it via Google optimized software, right? Keep trying A/B testing and see what is doing best job for you, right, Naveen?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, sir, I'm Radha here. I have another question. So, see, if I don't have any website right now, so can I explore the Google Analytics perfect way, sir?
Radha, see, if you don't have any website, you can't actually have your Google Analytics account. You can, so Google Analytics has a demo account, okay? You can anytime use that demo account, but that doesn't make sense because you don't know where the data is coming from. So you need to have a website to understand the realism of the data, to understand the benchmark, to understand what exactly happening in the real world, okay?
Fine, sir. Thank you so much.
Any more questions, guys? All right, perfect. I'm assuming that you all have your doubts cleared, right? So, all right, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for joining in. I will see you tomorrow in the next session. I wish you a great evening ahead. So, bye-bye. Good night. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.